Hello YouTube. I'm frustrated. I've been trying to do this video and every single time I do it it just keeps messing up. So I'm just going to do it as raw and rough as I possibly can. Whatever comes of it, it comes of it. The video I'm doing is on a story called The Giving Tree. If you've never heard of the story, I'll leave a link in the description below that you can check it out yourself. I'm giving you a warning. There is a spoiler alert coming here, okay? First, let me give you a summary of the story. Now, there's this young boy who's friends with this tree. This tree talks to him. They play hide and go seek. He climbs a tree, swings from the branches, eats the apples, and uses the leaves for crafts and plays with them and stuff like that. The tree is always referring to this young person as boy, no matter what stage of life he's in. So, first, it starts with him as a kid playing with the tree, as I've just described. Then he grows up, he disappears. He comes back years later as a young adult, and the tree says, "Come, boy, climb my tree, swing on my branches, eat my fruit, play with my leaves." The boy says, "I'm not interested in any of that, but I need some money. Do you have any money?" And the tree says, "Well, I don't have any money to give you, but you're welcome to climb my tree, take my apples, sell them in the square, then you'll have money, then you'll be happy." He does so, and again he disappears, and the tree is sad. He comes back, and the tree he comes back as a man, and the tree says, "Come, boy, climb my tree, swing on the branches, eat my fruit, all that other stuff." And he says, "I'm not interested in that. I have a girlfriend. I want to build a house." So the tree says, "Look, I the the forest is my home. I can't give you a home, but you can take my branches and use the wood to build your home." And the man does that, and he does, and the tree is happy. He comes back later as an older man, and the tree still says, "Boy, come here, climb my tree, blah, blah, blah." And the guy says, "I'm not interested in any of that. I need a boat. Can you give me a boat?" The tree says, "I have no boat to give you, but cut down my trunk, build a boat, sail away, and you'll be happy." And he does. And this time, the author says, and the tree was happy, but not really. Then he comes back as a geezerly old man, and the tree says, "Come, boy, climb my tree." No, actually, no. The tree says, "Boy, I'm sorry. I have no tree to climb. I have no branches to give, no apples to eat. I have nothing to give you." And the man says, I'm old. My teeth are weak. I'm weak. I'm too tired. I'm not interested in any of that." The stump proudly stands up as much as it could stand, and it says, "Sit on my trunk, and it will give you rest." And he did, and him and the tree were happy. A lot of people see this story as being very, very, very sad. When I first read it, I never heard about it until late last year. Apparently, in the States, kids are given this story to read in grade school. I walked away very sad and a little bit bitter too. To me, for this to be a children's story, it was very sad, and I'm sure there was a life lesson here. But initially, the life lesson is not clear. To me, it just says that people are destructive and bad things happen, and deal with the sadness. Now, my opinion of this story is, one, it's very sexist. It's extremely sexist because it first it gives the tree it says the tree is a female. It gives it sensitivity, lovingness, giving, nurturing, forgiving, and it attributes all these things to female. The boy, on the other hand, was greedy, was selfish, was self-centered, was immature, and very stupid. All it did was take, 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 and they attribute that to men. Now, I am helping raise 4 kids as an uncle. I have been through a lot of pain and a lot of hurt in my past, and I have been given love. And just the pain makes me want to tear up, which I'm kind of doing right now, but as you can see, there's no head. I try to be as giving and as loving and as nurturing and forgiving as I possibly can. Even in my past relationships, I was that, and I was stepped on and walked on. I might go into that at the end of the story. Now, the boy kept taking from his friend, not realizing or caring how much it was hurting the tree and ultimately hurting himself, because just he was just taking and taking and taking and not giving back. Now, it is a sad story, but let's now add a little bit of science and some common sense to this story, okay? I work in retail, and the the retail I have deals with plants, deals with trees, fertilizers, and things like that. If a tree is cut down and the trunk is left untouched, it is almost a guarantee that the tree will send up shoots to save itself. Those shoots start off as very slender, very tender, very weak, but they can turn into mighty trees. They usually grow from the roots or they grow from the trunk. And those things can become even mightier than the first tree that was cut down. Now, I will tell you right now, trees also can live to be hundreds of years old, even older. The oldest apple tree is 200 years old, and the oldest tree is over 5,000 years old, I think. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's thousands of years old. Now, the fact of the book is that this stupid man boy will kept visiting the tree, disappearing, visiting, disappearing. And the last visit, he was an old man and he was tired and he sat on the trunk. Guaranteed, if they have one more encounter after the last one, it will be because this douche is now fertilizer and the tree is actually going to get some food from his man boy, stupid man boy that used him. Now, going back to the tree, okay, let's go back to the tree. The tree is already mighty. It is huge. It was already big when it befriended this young boy, and it was very wise. It had powers to talk to the boy, so it was a powerful tree. It felt happiness to be with the boy, to help the boy, something that the boy was unable to feel no matter how much he took, no matter how much he got. He was just never happy, even though he got everything he wanted. Given the scientific fact that tree stumps do regenerate, this magical, powerful, wise, amazing tree will regenerate. It was already big before it met this stupid, greedy man boy, and it will possibly, given some time when it is again big, it will regenerate and possibly make better friends in the future that actually care. Now, my personal experience, and I'll give you one. I dated someone, we will call this someone S. The relationship started amazing. It was great. Everything was perfect. S lost their job, and I was giving money to help support S. Then S had no place to go. I begged my sister to help out and said, hey, look, can you let S stay at your place? And she said yes. So I gave S money. I gave S love. I gave S a house. In the end, S left, broke up with me, left me brokenhearted. I had nothing left to give to S but a shoulder to cry on. As the tree, I gave S money, a house, love, not a boat, but still. And finally, the last thing I could give, which was of myself. And even though at the time I lost everything, just like the tree, I am still working. I am bettering myself. I am recreating my life. I am recreating my future and my current situation. So, in the end, who do we feel sorry for here? In conclusion, certainly not the tree. I mean, the tree did take abuse, and this stupid man boy was taking from the tree, but in the end, is it the tree we feel sorry for? Or a very naive, immature, and very stupid person who, no matter how hard he tried, he could never be happy. In the end, the tree survived. Let's learn from that. Take care.